What's up, y'all? Jake coming at you. Little park by my building. I was sitting out front and smoking, and I just wanted to get somewhere in the shade where it's quiet, so stepped into a little cluster of trees here, get a little shade and a sliver of privacy. So wanted to say happy early Independence Day to y'all in the YTPC. I will not be able to join y'all on the festivities tomorrow. I will be at work, like most holidays. And so I just want to hop on here and chat with y'all for a little bit. Found me a tree to cop a squat under. I'm sure as most of y'all know, July 4th, 1776 was the day of the presentation of the Declaration of Independence, independence from King George of Britain, where the 13 colonies said, "I'm sick of this shit. We're doing our own thing." Actually, something I forgot was it was actually, I believe, originally drafted and presented on the 2nd of July, but Congress had made a vote, but it didn't carry through, and it wasn't official until the 4th. So our Independence Day was almost July 2nd. Interesting fact, the only two signers to serve as President of the United States, John Adams and Thomas Jefferson, both died on the 4th of July in the year 1826. Fun little slice of trivia for you. Sorry. This is an awkward little phone to hold. I might get me a stand one of these days. So I'll be missing on the 4th of July festivities. Today I'm going to try and hit the beach with the girlfriend here in an hour or so, as soon as my laundry finishes, and I can hop a train and get up that way. But, aside from, I suppose, very obvious reasons of just being an American citizen and being born here, there's a deep appreciation of the holiday for me is a lot of great memories of that day. When I was a kid, my dad had a friend named Barney, and he had a farm out in the middle of nowhere. Not really a farm, mostly a plot of land. He had some corn that grew there, but he didn't keep livestock like we did. And Barney was a fireworks technician, and every year he'd have a potluck and have a ton of people out. He would hire my dad to roast a hog. Dad had this big smoker that took up a trailer. He'd hitch up to the truck and he'd be up all night roasting a pig. And we'd have this big potluck. There'd be literally a hay rack, sometimes two, full of food. Various crock pots and casserole dishes of macaroni salad and deviled eggs and just all those classic, American summer foods, picnic foods. And then the centerpiece was the hog that my dad did. A lot of fond memories on that slice of land. Tasted my first beer there. I was little, sitting on the edge of my dad's truck. I remember Dad was drinking one. Dad was on this side of me, Mom was on this side of me. And I kept looking at it. And I don't remember what Mom and Dad said. They were talking and laughing between each other. And so Dad puts the can up to me. I still remember the smell. It was Miller High Life. And I took a sip of it. I went back for more. They busted up laughing. I had to have been real small, like 4 or 5 maybe. Haven't lost my taste for it. Got in fights, kissed girls, stole beer. They'd have this big metal tank just full of ice and water and soda and beer, and you know, most of the kids are pretty good and they'd stick to the appropriate beverages, but me and a couple others would occasionally break the law after it got dark. I remember stealing a couple of beers, and I sat up in a combine. It was on the edge of the land. I'd watch the fireworks. That was one year I did that. But he always put on a great display. He'd give all the kids sparklers and Roman candles, and my mom put the fear of God in me on Roman candles. She said, don't hold it, Jacob. It'll blow up in your hand. You'll go to the hospital. You're going to lose your arm, and blah, blah. That's what was going through my head when Barney handed me one, lit it before I could say no, and he says, point it out there. Just lobbing fireballs out into the patch of land. I was scared and excited all at the same time. Just thinking that it was going to blow my hand off any second. But I still got them all. Eventually, as I got older, the laws regarding fireworks and stuff in the state of Illinois got more and more strict. Licensing got more strict, got more expensive, and Barney couldn't afford to keep up with it all anymore, so he had to stop. And you know, eventually my dad's health went downhill, and he couldn't do the roasts anymore, and just kind of fell off. Just, I don't really mind working it anymore, because I just kind of lost its magic since I was a kid. Still have a deep appreciation for the day, of course, but I don't celebrate like I used to. I've also never really had a whole bunch of friends, so it's not like I'd really make plans for the day anyway. So typically I just work. Someday I'd like to carry on the tradition of doing whole hog barbecue, though. But unfortunately, I didn't learn a lot of that when I was a kid. My dad wasn't really much of a teacher. And he also passed shortly after I started getting serious about cooking. So he's not around to learn from anymore. But I've still picked up a lot along the way. Got more to learn, but unfortunately I just don't have a place to do it. Especially for whole hog, but that's a tradition I'd like to carry on someday. Should I have a family, I'd like to give my kids similar memories. That is a cool ass bike. You guys probably don't know how much I like motorcycles. It's a nice Harley just cruised by. I had that classic army green paint with a single white star in the gas tank. It wasn't all tricked out with a bunch of bullshit on it. It wasn't a bobber, it wasn't like stripped down that much, but still a fairly basic bike, not a bunch of extra shit. So, I guess that's all I got to say about that. Many fond memories of my formative years on the holiday. This day, our Independence Day. But I think I'm getting to the bottom of this bowl. I'm going to thumb through my just received PNC catalog, finish my laundry, catch a train up north, see the girl, have some time with her. So thanks all for watching. Thanks for the new subscribers and entries. I appreciate it. Y'all have a safe holiday. Keep all your fingers and toes. Don't drink too much. Enjoy yourselves. Thanks for watching. Until next time, it's Jake, Southside Piper, signing off.